we got? K Dot.
K Dot. I had seen so many things. Everybody hated it. Everybody liked it. You know, he did what Drake didn't want him to do, and Serena was out there for whatever fucking reason for 5 seconds, and
Overall, let's give it a grade. I don't know if you guys want to do A, B, C, D, F, whatever grade, 1 through 10, however you want to grade
let's
it.
do
So
one through
let's
10.
1 through 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
If we're doing 1 through 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I was gonna say I'd give it a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it about a 7.5. I felt like the choreography was on point. Adding Samuel L. Jackson's gonna help any show.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, let's be real. That was cool. And then it almost gave me music video vibes with how it was put together when I was watching it. It was really neat. I feel like the track list was great. I seen some people hated on it, but I liked it, bro. I felt like had a good mix of his older and his newer joints. But the camera crew was on point, man, with their angles, their
mm-hmm.
movements, and how everything was laid out. I thought it looked pretty dope, man. It really did. From that standpoint. I felt like Serena Williams was a bit unnecessary. I kind of thought it was random, but she seemed to have fun, so God bless her.
She
But I
said
mean,
that
that's
was the
kind
best 10 seconds of her life.
hey, I'm sure that's not the first time she said that
Yeah.
either. But that's kind of a sad ordeal if you think about it. I mean, you get scorned by Drake so bad and still bitter towards him. But yo, what's wild to me about that whole ordeal? And when I first seen that, I'm like, man, if you think about her father, King Richard, man, where he got his ass beat on the weekly. Y'all watch that movie?
Yeah.
Got his ass beat on the weekly. Like he took shit every day of his life and did everything in his power to keep his kids out the street and shit like that.
Yeah.
And not to mention Serena Williams' sister was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting back
Yep.
in 03 in Compton by a Crip,
Yep.
known Crip.
Yep.
And she's out there Crip walking on
Crip
stage
walking.
in front of
Yeah, I didn't even think that.
people. That was wild,
That's
bro.
fucked
I'm
up.
like, what is happening, dog? Nobody remembers that?
Well,
Yeah.
the
She
game.
did that in Wimbledon too. She did that in Wimbledon when she had.
Yeah,
the
I remember that, and that's what she said that she followed it up on. Because what better chance to do it at the Super Bowl? But when you put all that in a retrospect, that's just I don't know. That's wild to me, bro.
Yep.
Right.
I give it a 7.5 out of 10, though.
So when I first seen it, I couldn't hear like the vocals and stuff or whatever. A lot of that stuff, yeah, I felt like the production, audio production, whatever, was kind of shoddy. So
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a lower rating just because of that. You know, like I said, it was a lot of hidden messages in there, like a lot of stuff that was going on. You know, I feel like Kendrick proved his point with Drake, but I feel like it should have been more about entertaining the fans than freaking going after Drake. You've already done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you waste this opportunity, your once in a lifetime opportunity, to still go on Drake? You feel me? Like it's almost like super pettiness. I just don't get it. You know, like, but I mean, but I thought it was good though. You know, they had like the PlayStation controller, whatever.
The buttons, yeah,
the buttons and stuff, whatever. Because you know, Drake signed with Sony. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things or whatever.
Yeah, the A minor chain.
The A minor chain and all those things, bro. I thought it was pretty decent, but I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan because his mind goes this way, this way, this way, this way. Now you're trying to be a conscious rapper, and then you be like this, you be like this. There's a lot of stuff to go on with Kendrick, man. I feel like you need to stick in. I ain't gonna say stick in one lane, but you just be all over the place because you know he'll go with those little rants or whatever on your songs.
Yeah.
You know, when I said first, I didn't feel like he should have been on the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was entertaining enough.
Should have been Wayne.
Stuff or whatever. It could have been anybody.
It should have been Wayne. It was in his hometown, his home state.
The last couple people, whatever, you had Usher, you had Rihanna, you had a couple other people, whatever, that's entertaining people. Rihanna went up on that stage or whatever while she was pregnant, bro, and killed that shit.
Killed it.
Right.
Man, killed it, bro. Usher came out there, man. He was skating, he was doing this and doing that or whatever, man. He killed that stuff, bro. You feel me? Kendrick, that's something different. I don't understand the choice, but I felt like
maybe he's just not a performer.
Maybe I mean he did
he's
what he did.
He's given way better performances than that in his career. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I think he's a good performer.
I felt like it was just so bunched up, trying to do so much in such a short time. Now if it would have made
12 minutes.
Now if you would have did like a movie, like an hour movie or something like that or whatever, and kind of break that stuff down, I think that would have been something different. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to bunch so many things up in 10, 12 minutes. You know, that's the only thing that I really didn't like about that stuff and the audio. You know, but everything else, man, I thought it was clean. You know, for real, he did his thing, and I ain't like them. I ain't like them freaking bell bottom pants that he had on or whatever. I didn't know what the hell that was.
Bro, can I just say I'm sorry, bro. I'm the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan on this podcast. I'm pretty sure I am.
Clearly.
But my point is, I do not like how he's being globalized and celebrated for being the world's biggest hater, bro. I really don't like that shit. And those are his words, not mine. But I just think he's better than that. People glaze him so hard right now.
They do.
And the prime of his career is always going to be attached to Drake.
Yep.
To this now.
Where was Kendrick Lamar 2 years ago, man? He came out of hiding and he started popping off at the top dog, and the people have loved it. And furthermore, they've made it toxic, man.
Right.
Too many people love to rally off hate. That's why the song has been the success that it's been.
Mm-hmm.
A basic diss track with a simple beat that won him 5 Grammys and got him a Super Bowl performance.
Yep.
Is anyone still wondering why Drake is suing UMG? People keep saying he's suing Kendrick. He's suing the UMG because this song was definitely boosted in promotion.
Mhm.
It definitely was. Listen to this shit.
Right.
But regardless, I just thought it was funny because come on, Drake, he's managed under the same company. You don't think that they've done it for Drake's song? He's the most
Right.
streamed artist of all time, beating the Beatles
Right.
and Michael Jackson and all that shit. But it's just you don't like it when that shit's obviously going against you, which
Right.
I don't blame you. You called me a pedophile. I mean, damn, you could have called me anything else. Jesus
Right.
Christ. But overall, man, I don't like that shit. And I like both of these artists, so it's like, damn, bro. I don't like him beefing over dumb shit, bro. And I just felt like it's petty of Kendrick. Like overall, he snuck his ass for years. He used to make money off of Drake, go on tour. He used to put you on and shit.
Yep.
Like he's
Right.
put a lot of people on. And I just think a lot of people and then ganged up on him, went at him at the same time and all that shit. But I don't like I don't and it's dragged on too far, bro.
It has
Y'all
been.
know rap beefs, they don't end careers. They're fights with a winner and a loser,
Mhm.
but both fighters keep it moving.
Right.
And personally, I feel like Drake is way too successful that, in my opinion, he can't really be beat because he's worth too much. I mean, he
Got too
holds
many songs.
unbreakable records, bro. Unbreakable records. He's on a level of his own.
Right.
But and as a Kendrick fan, I just want to see him like achieve career milestones and greatness on his own without it being at the expense of a lower caliber rapper that people love to hate on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, think about this, bro. If we went viral on Let Loose podcast, if we went viral and we started getting paid for videos and we were dissing ESPN because they not like us, we say what the fuck we want. They not like us, they not like us and shit. Okay, yeah, we'd make some money. We'd get comments from all these keyboard warriors, and shit like that. We get our cloud up, people be riding with us and all that. And the effect that would have on ESPN is the same effect that Kendrick shit is having on Drake right now, bro.
Right. 0. That's it.
I give it 7 out of 10 based on the audio. I had family members that were like, "Oh, I can't understand the damn thing he's saying," and da-da-da. I mean, obviously they're not hip hop fans, but even me being a hip hop fan, I literally couldn't hear what he was saying, even though I knew the words to the songs or some of the words or anything like that.
Right.
So I thought that that was a good point or two deduction. And to piggyback off of what you said, Jordan, just going at Drake still, like you
Right.
literally you didn't ether Drake, but he made a pretty big song to be in competition to slay the dragon per se. To Drake, which literally no one has been able to do, and to still go at him on such a public worldwide stage, I can see why you still wanted to do it to prove your point. To do that at your own concerts, by all means. I mean,
Right.
that's your
That's what I'm
concerts.
saying.
But to do
That's what I'm
it
saying.
on a Super Bowl when majority of the people don't know the history, don't know the subliminals, don't know the conspiracies, the signs and shit like that. That's kind of pointless to me. I did see something where Michael Jackson's halftime performance was like 133.5 million or something like that, and then this surpassed him at like 133.7 million or some
I
shit
hate
like
when they
that.
do that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
hate when they
know,
do
I
that
know.
because, bro,
Right.
this is what the 90s
Yeah,
where you had those viewers on that many TVs,
yeah,
Right.
and now you can have phones, you can have computers. So of
Yeah.
course the numbers are
Yeah.
going to be
They gonna
higher. It's
wide.
2025.
Yep.
Can
Right.
we stop comparing that to that? I don't
No,
mean
no,
to
no.
get
I
on a
totally
side
agree.
note,
I
but
totally agree.
I hate when they
Right
do
about
that.
that.
It's like
Don't make no
Wrestling
sense.
does that shit too. Most streamed. Yeah, obviously you couldn't fucking stream back then.
I don't
Right,
understand. I
exactly.
don't
What the
understand the streaming because say there's 20 people in my house, 2 of them are watching. You know, like we're all watching it on my TV, but they're also watching shit on their phones at the same time.
Right.
How's that being accounted for? Is it being accounted for one because it's watching?
It's a watcher.
Yeah.
Nah, all
So
of
like
them
how
watching. People in
how
the house.
so
How many phones in the house?
yeah, but regardless of the fact,
Do the math. They got a sequence here. Fuck, man.
to also piggyback on the whole Drake thing, to me, this is part of, why everybody hates the Chiefs, why everybody hated the Patriots. They won and
Bingo.
they were good so fucking long that people got tired of it. So they wanted to they wanted to find something. I get Deflategate, Spygate, and all the other shit. But even in the years that didn't happen, they were still fucking winning, still dominant. The Kansas City Chiefs. No one gave a fuck about the refs up until this last year or year and a half or so. What were they doing before then? They were still fucking kicking ass and winning games and going to Super Bowls. What's Drake been doing almost his entire fucking career? Dominating the fucking wave, the airlines, dominating the charts, making, hit after hit after hit after hit. Putting so many fucking people on that we didn't know until he got on their song. So people hate greatness. That's
a great point.
This is all that this is stemming from, and Kendrick Lamar is just riding the wave that he made a good song directed at Drake, with that was catchy, made
his biggest song, biggest hit ever.
Exactly. So
Kendrick Lamar doesn't need to do that, bro.
I know.
He's great in himself.
I'm not a huge fan of his. I know he can rap his ass off, and I don't deny that. But just like what you were saying, Bam, he goes this way, goes this way, goes this way. He does that little voice, these little voices that he does.
Right.
Like swimming.
Alter egos.
Yeah.
There's little alter egos and stuff all over the place.
Like swimming pools.
Kendrick is nasty, bro.
Swimming pools. I really liked when he did that alternate voice and shit like that. And when he was on, I think it was called Nostalgia with Pusha T. That song, I fucking love that song. When he did that, he kind of did that thing there too. Songs like that I do like, but when you do it too much, it gets to
every
be
time.
Yeah, just like it gets to be too much. But as far as the performance I thought was well. The choreography was cool. I did like that flag choreography thing that they did. Samuel L. Jackson was I didn't expect that, because when he first popped up, I was like, what the fuck is he doing when there? Right. And the Serena Williams, I think, took a little bit off of it for me. A minor chain, okay, like we get it, and stuff like that. That's the reason why I give it a 7.10. But aside from that, I thought it was pretty decent.